Okay, good morning everybody. I'm on my way to the airport to see if I can pick up a rental car. And one thing I'm going to do on the way to the airport is I'm going to take the train, the Tranvia. Julie and I took this quite often when it was running for free, but because they changed the setup of it, it's now costing 30 cents. And so we are going to take the Tranvia. And it was somewhat difficult when we were trying to take it initially. Some friends had to explain to us how to put your 30 cents in so that you can take it. So anyway, I'm going to show those of you that are here or coming here how to put your 30 cents in and get your train ticket. And then we'll go get our rental car at the airport. So here we are approaching the Tranvia station. You can see we have 5 minutes until the next train comes. When you come to the area here, you're going to see there's a metal area here that if you put your coin in, it's not going to work. So what you have to do is you have to hit the screen. Down below, you're going to see an area here that says Cambio Idioma. That's to change your language. So now we're in English. We're going to buy a single ticket. So it's going to be it's going to be 30 cents. So we're going to say 1. And it's going to be accept. That opens. You can now drop your coins. So now please wait for the ticket, and the ticket will jump down here. So once you've been able to do that, you're now good to take the train. Okay, here comes the train, otherwise known as the Tranvia here. You can see it's clean, it's brand new. And currently there is a little over 10 kilometers of track taking you from one side of town to the other. So once you bought your ticket, you have 40 minutes. You can use it to go each direction if your trip is going to take you that far. Typically it's about 8 minutes between one train to the next train, so you typically will not be at one of the stops longer than 8 minutes. It's a pretty comfortable ride. It can get crowded, especially on the weekdays. This is a Sunday morning, and so it's fairly empty. If you're arriving in Cuenca by the bus from another region within South America or within Ecuador, the Tranvia stop is right across the street from the bus terminal. Okay, this is my stop, everybody. We're going to get off here and go into the airport. So you can see as I get off the Tranvia and we look around the corner here, you're going to see the airport. So if you're arriving by plane, you're going to have this train right here to take you into downtown. You just get on the other side of the tracks. This one brings you into the airport from downtown. You come to this other side of the platform, and that one will take you into Cuenca, into the historic area. You can see the airport is not very big, so you won't get lost trying to find the train. So you can see there's the entrance if you're catching the plane out of here. It's a fairly small airport here in Cuenca. I'm going to take the stairs down. There's an elevator. As you can tell, it's pretty deserted. I think we got like 1 or 2 flights coming a day right now because of COVID. And I'm about to take my rental car and get out of here. The Tranvia, buses, taxis, rental car, really easy to get from here. The check-in counters right over here behind me if you're catching a plane. And again, the rental cars right here. Okay, so I'm going to rent a car from Europa Card. Looks like I'm not the first one here, and we'll see how the rental car situation goes here in Cuenca. Everything went pretty smooth at the counter. I provided my passport, my driver's license, as well as the credit card I used to book the car when it was online. Now, one thing I was surprised by was the large deposit required. They did take a $1,750 deposit. They did upgrade the car. I did get a Chevrolet Aveo car I'm not really familiar with. It is a stick. And I would say that in the United States, it wouldn't be up to the typical Hertz or Avis standards. It wasn't what you would call a new car. It had over 100,000 kilometers on it, but it did the job, and the price was very, very low. Julie booked the car online through skyscanner.com. The car was $25.90 for the day with unlimited miles, and it had third-party liability insurance. Okay, we just did a road trip. Where are we?
Iran.
Iran. It's what? How far from Cuenca were we?
About an hour. Yeah.
About an hour drive.
Yep.
So you can see the fall behind us. We're gonna go get a closer look. And so, come on. Sorry, everybody. You'll have to come back for that video. This video is about cars and trains and the airport here in Cuenca, Ecuador. So let's get back on topic. So after this fantastic trip, we brought the car back to the airport and checked it back in. We were met outside by one of Europacar's employees. We did a quick inspection of the vehicle, went back in to finalize the final paperwork. Everything went without a hitch, and we filled the car up with just $7, and we put over 100 miles on this vehicle. Okay, so a successful day of taking the Tranvia, getting a rental car, exploring areas around Ecuador.
Yep.
And it wasn't that hard. So I hope this video helps you figure out how to take this Tranvia and this train to get from the airport and how to use it.
Absolutely.
Anything?
No, I am amazed at how easy it was, and I think our next trip will be the coast.
Okay, our train's about here, coming over my shoulder. So until next time, have a great day, everybody. If you're new to our channel, Julie and I are traveling the world with our two dogs, and we'd like you to come along with us, so please subscribe and give this video a like. And if you're coming to Cuenca, consider looking at our Airbnb link in this video, and utilizing that link will give us a small commission, so that would be fantastic. So anyhow, we hope this video was helpful, and hope you consider coming to Ecuador, and specifically Cuenca. Thanks, everybody, and as I said prior, have a great day.